Thanks for joining us for a brief webinar on SCORE self-assessment. In this webinar, you will learn a little bit of background on SCORE and where to access and how to take the self-assessment. Let's get started. The State Collaborative on Reforming Education, or SCORE, collaboratively supports Tennessee's work to prepare students for college and the workforce. We are an independent, nonprofit, and nonpartisan advocacy and research institution founded by former U.S. Senate Majority Leader Bill Frist. Our organization has two major goals. One, that ultimately every student in Tennessee graduates high school prepared for college and career, and two, that Tennessee is the fastest improving state in the country on the key student outcomes that will lead to college and career preparedness. We believe there are four areas that will have the most impact in achieving these goals. They are embracing high academic standards, cultivating great school and district leaders, ensuring excellent teaching in every classroom, and using data to enhance student learning. In 2011, SCORE established the SCORE Prize, Tennessee's hallmark database effort to recognize schools and districts that are doing outstanding work to improve student achievement. Each year, one elementary school, middle school, high school, and district are awarded the SCORE Prize through a two-step process that includes student achievement results and site visits. Schools and districts don't become SCORE Prize finalists by chance. These schools and districts employ research-based intentional strategies that have a real impact upon student achievement. Over the last 3 years, SCORE has spent many hours learning from those schools and districts in Tennessee that have most dramatically improved student achievement. Based on the work of those schools, as well as what research tells us about what makes schools effective places to teach and learn, we have developed an online self-assessment. This webinar will walk you through the necessary steps to take the self-assessment. Let's begin. The self-assessment can be found at the website below. You can access the self-assessment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You should budget about 15 to 20 minutes to take the self-assessment. Once you log on to the self-assessment homepage, it only takes one easy step to begin taking the self-assessment. This is a screenshot of part of the self-assessment homepage. As you can see, there are different self-assessments based upon your role in the school or community. There is a self-assessment for superintendents, including district administrators, principals, including assistant principals, teachers, including instructional coaches, parents, and lastly, students. Take a moment to locate which test best fits the role you serve in the district or community. Once you find the appropriate box, click on the Click Here to Take the Test button. When you click this button, you will start the self-assessment. Each self-assessment consists of 7 pages. The first 4 pages look like this and ask you to assess your school's performance on each question. The survey collects some basic information, but won't collect your name, so feel free to be honest. To mark your answer on each question, click the appropriate radio button. Make sure to answer each question on the page. At the bottom of each page, you will see a progress bar, as well as an icon that says Next. Once you've completed your responses for the page, click the Next button. When you reach the 5th page of the self-assessment, you'll encounter a screen that looks like this. This screen asks for some basic information about you and gives you an opportunity to provide some written feedback. Use this opportunity to give honest feedback and answer all questions you are comfortable with. Make sure to fill in which district you belong to on this page. It's important to make sure that you advance to the next page to view your results. You can also use this as an opportunity to go back and review your responses using the Back button. Once you are happy with your responses, click Next to go to the confirmation page to submit your survey results. The 6th page of the self-assessment provides you with your final results and asks you to submit your self-assessment. It's important that you click the Complete button at the end of the self-assessment. On the final page of the self-assessment, you can review all of your responses, download a PDF version of your responses, access best practice resources, and learn more about SCORE. This completes our webinar. Thank you for your honest and candid responses. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or want to share how you're using the self-assessment in your district, contact SCORE at feedback@tnscore.org.